Been a long time coming. I know I don't have usually all the crazy stuff I usually have on the screen when I do this whole scenario, but I've been trying to do this for like the longest with what's going on and situations and stuff, but you're finally here and I wanted to share it with you more or less. So let's get right into it from the start. Oh my goodness. This big boy. This bad boy here. Oh, come on. Worst timing. Worst timing. They would call me right now, wouldn't they? Glad I stopped ahead of time. Glad this video's not that big. Now I gotta find. Okay. I don't know where. Oh, I can use this. Definitely didn't come prepared at all for that. Hmm. Came sooner than I thought, too. You loud enough? Hopefully this does it. No, it's a lot smaller than the other one. What's up? What's up, Aline? How are you doing today? We're trying to. Apparently, I didn't plan this out properly because I am fighting this thing right now. Always when you want to unveil it, that's when it wants to argue with you about it. Mm. There we go. Okay. Move the old one out the way. Ah. There we go. Brawl Stars. I don't think I've seen Brawl Stars. Is that a hold on? What is Brawl Stars? Is that a character I'm missing or a stage? That's why I don't know. That's the real answer. Can I move this back farther? There we go. Like, please elaborate on that. Oh my goodness. This is killing me. Oh, it's a different game. It's a mobile. Oh, mobile. I don't play too many mobile games. I think I've heard of it. I think I may or may not heard of it. Yeah, I think I may have heard of it, if anything. A lot smaller than I thought. I guess when you go, I'm so used to having like 3 versus 3 battle royale. That sounds interesting. Like they have the big presentation for a really small box. I think it's like the funniest thing for me. He's like, what you don't know, it's actually smaller than it was before. Mm. Apparently, I'm not doing too well with this. Because I'm not. Apparently, the box is out beating. Okay. Yeah, after all the editing stuff I always have to deal with, like rendering and stuff, I was like, man. And you figure the one I had before this is like 7 years ago. And Rivals? Are you talking about workshop characters or as far as like. Or as far as like, Ooh, or are you talking about as far as like main characters in the game? That's what I want to know. Ooh. For those who don't know, this is Azusa. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So much paper. They do not play when it comes to this sort of thing. Oh, OG old characters? As far as the original cast of characters, it will have to be probably either. I'll play a couple of characters, but it had to be Maple, the raccoon thing. It's probably had to be Maple. No, 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 no. That'd been funny though if that was the case. If I did, that's something I didn't know. That'd be news to me. Shovel Knight and Maypool will probably be my two top mains. Those are probably as far as the OG cast of characters. As far as workshop character go, that's a very interesting list for another day. Woo. That's probably how that will go. This is small. Ooh. Kept all the fancy stuff, 100 watt. Rivals? We don't have a PC to play it on? Is that what it is? There it is, baby. The Zeus Rock. But I didn't show you the neat part about it. So we have one HDMI. We have one Ethernet. USBs. We have 3. 2 on the side. We have the USB Type C. And we have micro SD. And we have power. And we have a headphone jack. Which is only one headphone jack. I wish they did 2, but it's all good. I didn't even show the best part of this. Yeah, so this has, I don't know if you can tell, the dual screens on it. There's a screen here, and there's a screen up here, too. I've been looking for this bad boy for a minute, but for some reason, it's been like out of stock, and with everyone's trying to get the 3080s and stuff, it's crazy. It is flipping nuts. This is looking nice. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I should have probably did this better. I kind of just got anxious. I was like, let me just do this so everyone knows. Because one of my biggest issue when it comes to all this has been me trying to edit and then trying to do the recordings. It's been an issue with, first of all, the game itself and how old my computer previous is like 8 years old. It's like 7 or 8 years old. And it's been on its questionable last legs. And I've been trying to find an alternative to what with money and all that stuff, getting what I wanted, and I don't know if a lot of you don't know, I have to edit, and this is something that's a little bit annoying for all this time. I actually literally have to edit the screen size so you won't see my Windows screen. And that's because for some reason my computer with, I don't know if it's a graphical issue, it cannot do full screen with the sound. It's the dumbest thing. And that computer has like the GeForce and all that stuff, but it's like a for I guess for the aficionados out there, it's like a 960 or whatever, which is and it has an i7, but it's like the 6th gen i7, which is like 6 years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. So it's nasty, but this, if you can see it, I don't know if it's easy for y'all to see if y'all can tell what that is right now. But what I am going to do first before I do anything, I just want to at least let y'all see what it looks like, and probably at least turn it on. So this will not only just that, but everything else, because I'm trying. So one of the newer things I'm trying to do. One of the subsoggers. One of the things I'm trying to do, which I've been trying to do, I'm trying to do more Steam gameplay. And when we hit, which we're actually getting close, which is scary because this is going way sooner than I expected. We're getting closer and closer to us hitting 1,000. And when we get that point, there is a lot of new stuff I am trying to do. And this is helping us go in that direction, what I'm trying to do. As far as like more things. I mean, I'm still going to do Rivals of Ether, but there's other things I want to do. And I can't do it because the computer I use to edit on and it's also the computer I do gameplay on too. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like I need something stronger to play the games. And I need a computer to do this while I'm trying to show it to y'all. It's one of those type of things. So, but I don't know where to go with this. Like this thing is nuts. This thing is nuts. And look how when it closes, look. See that's the other screen. See how when it opens up, closes, opens up. Now this will be the first time in a long time I had one 15-inch. The last two ones I had were 17-inch. But so this is kind of like a big thing for me. So I was like, this is interesting going from big to small. So now at this point, I just need to get a case. And I think this is made out of metal. I think it's definitely made out of metal and everything. So for those who don't want to know, it's a Zeus ROG G15 SE Duo Zephyrus. That's the specific terminology for it. And it does not have the 3080 I originally wanted, but this one does have a 3060 GeForce RTX in it. So NVIDIA, and it's running a Ryzen 5 5800 in it. 5800H for the technical guys out there. So it's fast. All you know, it's fast. And then I should be able, and here's another thing I should be able to do. And this is when I'm going to be testing it. It probably won't happen this week of me doing it. But in probably later streams, I should be able to or when I do like Rivals of Ether stream, I should be able to stream the game and play it at the same time. So I use OBS to stream it on. So OBS, in theory, should be on the bottom one, and Rivals of Ether should be on the top one. And the way I have everything set up, that runs through my TV and all this other crazy configuration that's in my room, and I'll show up on the screen. And both will play like simultaneously. Oh, you're not late, RVA. You're not late. I finally just opened it. Finally just opened it. A Zeus for you just jumping in, a Zeus ROG G15 SE Zephyrus Duo. Try seeing that like 30 times fast. And it's a 15-inch. You're not late. This is a short one. But on another note, though, since we're all here talking about Rivals of Ether stuff, next week, thank you. Next week will be Circle Guy week. That will definitely be next week. I already started recordings on it. I'm getting close to being done. I think I got like 2 or 3 more videos left to do. So that's going good. Circle Guy week will definitely be. And thank you so much for all y'all support and everything. And then we're almost there, guys. We are almost there. We're at, what number are we at? I don't even know what number we're at right now when it comes to subs. You think I keep track of these things, but it's kind of like I always get everything's all going all over the place, so I get tied up with so many things. I don't know.
Wait, a character. We need a workshop character that moves faster with the more they get hit. Yo. So you talking about a character with like the Lucario sense? How you get strong but just with speed? That'd be nuts. Could you imagine being like at 100%? They have to cap it out if we did something like that. I would like that, especially if a person who's a fan of like speedsters, like the Flash, Sonic, and stuff like that. Even though I don't play Sonic, but I'm a for those who don't know, Flash is my favorite DC character. My favorite Marvel character is Iron Man. Before everyone started jumping on that one, as you can see the Iron Man picture in the background. But with the other question I was saying, so we're at 941. We have literally 60 more to go before we hit 1,000. That's scary. Think about from my perspective. It's scary. Think about that. I've been trying to get stuff ready for it all this time. But I think at most I can do for you is turn this on. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it because I got to do some pre-prep stuff before I can go into actually failing with it. I just wanted you all to see this at least. So I don't know if you can see. The batteries might be dead because it might be one of those things. It might be dead because it's probably been sitting in the box so long. I don't hear nothing. I think it's dead right now. So I definitely will have to charge that to see how it goes. I guess let's see if we can get at least. I want to at least get it on. Yep, that's the whole thing. Yeah, the road to 1K is real, guys. Right? That's the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate goal to make money. I mean, I always need extra money. These student loans ain't gonna pay themselves. So let me see. Let's see if we can at least. I guess this is the power brick or whatever. What is this? Wait, you can use. They're telling me you can use the box as a stand for it. Okay, that's hilarious. I've never seen that before. Now, as far as the money, like as far as how much money you make per thing, I don't know. I wouldn't mind telling y'all because I don't really care. But I mean, I do care about it, but I wouldn't mind telling y'all so everyone understands how it works. Because I always wonder. I think in theory, from what I've looked up, I think it's 13 cents per view. I think that's what it equates to, and then that's I think that's how the math goes. I don't know exactly how that works. This is be a learning thing for me, but the journey to this point has been like really interesting because I told myself, and I probably told this story to some of y'all multiple times, but for the new guys who have been here since the beginning, for those who don't know, I think that, and I think the ads has something. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. And I think this is what I'll do. Once we get to that point in a month into it, I'll explain to everybody how it exactly works. Because I know everyone always asks the question, how does it work with the money? And I don't mind telling people. I'm a person who wants to provide information. Just like I do with the Rivals Ether stuff. I want to provide information. So I'll probably make a video around a month from then to explain like how the money goes and all that stuff. But back to the story though. For those who don't know, I started this actually in 2007. The YouTube channel first, and then I stopped. I went to school, had to go to college and stuff. I used and you can still find my old videos around 18 cents. That's not bad. But I and at that time I was doing, for those who know, I used to play drums. So I was playing drums and all this stuff. I was doing all this random stuff. I was doing some stick figure animation stuff years ago. This is like junior year in high school, and then I did through college, and I kind of like stopped. It was like I started and I stopped again. And I'm probably going to say this story again once I get to 1,000. So for those who are on now, y'all get to hear this story now. But and then my capture card went up and all this stuff. And I joined another YouTube group for a long while. I mean, their stuff is still up there. I still work with them from time to time. You actually seen like one or two of my videos where I worked with them because we're trying to do like some collab stuff, which is the later down the line thing. But and then there was a point in time where I was like, I want to do this again. But it was one of those things like how you know how you kind of have like you're not too sure. if you want to do something, like you go in to do it and then you kind of stop. You're like, I'm not sure I'm no do. And I was like, okay. And I was like, and I had to think out for like almost like 2 months. And then COVID happened and everything, and all this crap hit the fan. I was like, I don't know. Like I know I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I just didn't know how I want to go about it. And I posted like 3 videos, I think, back to back, like each day, just see how it goes. And then I think it was like the second or third video that picked off. And I was like, okay, I'll keep doing it. This and cause I think I did 3 different series at once back to back, and I was like, I don't know which one's gonna hit the most. And then the Rivals of Ether one was the one that hit it, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, a month later, I got like 100 something. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I was utterly confused when it first hit the fan. Utterly confused. And so I told myself, based on my math and everything that's been going on for like, I think this was like 3 months, and I told myself, if and so based on this, I'm getting 100 subs a month. And this is my average. This is what I'm guessing based on math I was doing. So, and my goal is get 1,000 in June. That was my original number. That was my original number I told myself. I'm going to do it by 1,000, right? And then I'm looking at it now. I'm like, crap. We are literally 2 months ahead. If it happens by then, we are literally 2 months ahead of schedule. That is flipping nuts. I would never thought it would happen like that. Never. Never thought that it would happen like that. So I mean, I don't know how many times I could thank you. When you see the 1,000 mark, you'll see how I'm going to thank y'all for a lot of this crap. You'll see, but you'll see. But it's been interesting. It's been a lot of learning on the way here. A lot of trial and error, seeing what likes, taking y'all construction. I think I can. I believe in myself. I can. But hey, anything happens. Like last month, I think was the slowest month I've had out of all the months I've done it. Was last month. But then early this month I caught back up, and I was like, what the heck happened? I was very confused. But I'll tell you what. April though? I mean, no, February. February was nuts, and I think that's what happened. What made me go ahead of schedule. February's month, I got like 200 and something subs, and I was like, "What the?" And I think that was the month. I think that was the month we did Undertale month. I think that was I think that was the week we did Undertale week. Was in February. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head. And then that, and then Size week, and then shoot, man, it was nuts. It was nuts. I was confused, and I woke up the next day and I was just like, know what to think. Didn't know what to think at all with all this. I was just baffled. I think that's the best term for it. I was just straight up baffled. Nope, I didn't hear nothing. So let's plug it in. We're just gonna have to plug it in at this point. There is no indication. It's plugged in. That's plugged in. Is there a light? Oh snap! It did it. It did it. Hold on. It's trying. It's trying. There we go. It's trying, guys. Yo, that looks nuts. Oh, I gotta catch back to as this is loading. We'll catch back to what everyone is saying right now. I mean, your videos are. You can get it this month. Oh, thank you. Almost 1,000. I mean, your videos are great. Wait, what's that say? Eventually, because not very many. You say you're entertaining. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all trying to make me tear up here. And then what's the other one say? Oh, the Megalovania hype was big. The Megalovania hype was big. I'm not gonna lie. That week was shoot. Um, but wait. I saw some about RA. The best RA. Oh, best Rivals of Ether YouTuber. I don't know if I'm the best one. I think I'm getting up there. I think I'm getting up there because I've been looking. I do check because I do check. Right now, I think Zeta's like the number one. I think Zeta's like is as far as Rivals of Ether stuff. I think he's the number one person. I think he's if there's like a tier list.
There. I'm Cortana.
Oh,
and I'm
Cortana.
your pal.
Whoa, Cortana's
A
going
little
crazy.
sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi.
No,
there.
no, no.
We'll have-
I had a mute. So Cortana went off for a second. I've been getting that a lot that I'm underrated. Yeah, Alfred. Alfred plays every. See, that's the. Alfred is on some other mess. He's beyond. He pierced the heavens and crap. I'm not there yet. But I've been noticing though. I will say this. When you type in Rivals of Ether now, I will say this, and this is going back from before and now. When you type in Rivals of Ether now, I am one of the ones that's starting to come up in the top 15, 20. I won't say top 10. I'm definitely know I'm not that. But I'll say like top 20, it pops up. So it's kind of nuts to know that. I do not want to connect to the internet yet because I want to do something before this. Hold on one second, guys. Hey guys, one second. I gotta make a quick call real quick. I got interrupted in between this. Hold on. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. I didn't forget y'all. I'm back. Sorry about that. But free access to unlock Windows best features. Wait. Full range unlock free access to online office. But no, we're not doing all that right now. But yeah, link like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people I have to compete with, guys. That's why I'm surprised that people stop by. But I think they know who I am, though. That's the scary part of it. It's funny. I was on Zeta's stream, not like playing or anything, about a week ago. I said, oh, what's up? Have a great stream, whatever. And he did this whole shot. I was like, oh, please sub to Jank. Jank makes good I was like, I didn't think I was that good of a person. I was very confused. I was very confused when I heard that. To me, I think myself as a nobody compared to everyone else. I just think myself as an average Joe. Let's type this out. No password. I just want to show the dual screens right now. Except I just want to see the two screens so I can be done with this. Not now. Not now. Use my email information. I don't want to register McAfee right now. I got my own stuff. To save time during Zeus member registration process, I agree to save my email. Not yet. We'll come back and do it. I just want the computer to run. They're trying to make me sign up for my life. Yeah, that would be the goal. Like honestly, me getting to 1,000 is a huge step for me. That's how I look at it. Well, I love doing the workshop stuff. I just love doing it. I mean, I don't try, and most of the time when I do the workshop stuff, I just try to go in it full force. I like having the idea that I've never touched. Now, every once in a while, I'll tell you this: there are some characters I played before because I do play Rivals of Ether on the side, but most of the characters I do it all mostly in one take. The only time I do more than one take, it's just me saying the intro to like and sub. That's it. Everything else is one take. It's the craziest thing. And sometimes I will have the character person up like who did it. As you see more in my videos now, like I'll have it on the side. But most of the time I'll just go in it guessing how the character works, and then I'll bull up the person who made it or whatever, and this is this. Yeah. Well, that's one thing. That's one thing about. Okay. Sorry, I had to stop real quick. Okay, now you can see the second screen now. Okay. See the second one? Now you can see it. Look at that. Now you can see the second screen now. That's what I wanted to show you. That's the second screen I wanted y'all to see. Wait, that's a touch screen? I thought it wasn't a touch screen. Oh, well, excuse me. Fun facts: the bottom screen's a touchscreen. I thought it was just the second screen's a touchscreen. I was not mentally ready for that. Was not mentally ready. So, what I'm gonna do though before I do anything with it, isn't it too heavy? What will it do? Oh, okay. So 2 questions. This is not that heavy compared to my other. So this is a 15-inch laptop. See, people don't see. I'm one of the few people who actually don't care about weight. I don't actually care about how heavy it is. As long as you're able to do what I want, I'm actually one of the few people who hate that laptops have gotten lighter because that means they take more stuff out of it. So it's like I want the weight. Cause it makes, and this thing is made out of metal. I think this is metal. This is legit metal. Now here's the this is okay. Let me show you the laptop I usually use to play Rivals of Ether on. This is the 6-year-old one. This is about the same weight as this one almost. Not liar. This one's 17 inches. This is the one I usually use to play Rivals of Ether on. This is the one that's actually been on his last days. This is the very same one I use. But so yeah, part PC, part tablet. Yeah. And the cool thing about it, one of the features I do know of about this thing is and here's the kicker. I can have my recording software at the bottom and Rivals Ether on one screen. That's the one cool thing. So I don't have to do the whole setup I've been doing before. The other big crowd pleaser is the fact that I can also make the screen scroll down. So what I mean by it, so instead of it being 2 separate screens, it can go straight down into the other one. So yeah, but I mean, as a student, I need to bring it basically. Yeah, I'm so used to carrying heavy stuff. I guess it just doesn't phase me. I get the lightness though. I do get it. I do get it. I guess if it's heavy, it better have stuff on it to make it heavy. Does that make sense? So I guess what I mean by the whole heavy and light scenario, if it's heavy, it better have a lot of USBs on. That's my biggest issue. Yeah, it's all gaming. It's definitely all gaming. One of my biggest issues, and this is something I don't have it right now. I have an older laptop that's maybe 10 years older than this one, and that laptop has I think 8 USBs on it. It was my favorite laptop before it went up. 8 USBs. I mean, it still works. It's just old, but has 8 USBs on it. And me, I like when I do my recording, there's a lot of crap plugged in. when I do my stuff. I don't know if y'all know that. There's a lot of crap plugged in. Maybe one day I'll probably explain my mini setup because my setup is kind of strange. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Like I say all laptops should have a minimum of 4 USBs. This 2 and 3 USB thing. Now this one has 3 USBs. It is what it is. Like once you plug in like the mixer, the capture card, and all this other stuff to make everything go, it adds up. And then you're just left with nothing. You're just like, well, dang. It adds up. It adds up. But I forget what I lost my train of thought. I've been jumping around. I lost my train of thought what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. But yeah. But yeah, I'm digging this so far. But I know I was about to explain. I was about to explain you why I'm not connecting to the internet yet, and why I'm not why I didn't update yet. Hold on 1 second. But I use a Chromebook only has USB and USB 2 USB Cs. See, right? Like there should be no reason why you have to add a separate hub on that. That always and you know what it is. You know what it is when it comes to all this stuff. It's and I'm for a person who had I'm a huge hater of Mac. Sorry to you MacBook users. I hate MacBook. And I'm not one of those guys who says he hates it and never had one. I still have a MacBook. I still have it. I don't use it. All I use it for now is to grab old stuff I had on there off of it at this point. It just sits there. But like MacBook started a trend that everyone's because MacBook's making money. I give Apple as a company, I'll give them credit. They're making a lot of money doing some crazy stuff. But I don't mind answering your questions. I don't mind. It was only supposed to be the unboxing. It was gonna cut it off, but I don't mind answering people questions. I don't actually mind. But the thing with them though, they do a lot of stuff that they're gimmicks. They're gimmicks to their computer that ruins a product. And they're overpriced. Like my MacBook when it first came out is $2,500 for the same price you saw what I got now. Now, time difference is different. Like, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. I know this turned into a Q&A all of a sudden, but let me give you some insight here. Let me give you some insight. So, at the time, this was the most top at the time. This was the original MacBook Pro, right? And this is the stuff where I talk about the underhand users. Around this time, they were they were actually substantial in my opinion. So this has 2 USBs, right? Ethernet port, display adapter, micro USB, and 2 headphone jacks. One for input, one for output, right? And then it has a CD drive. Now I get it. People don't use CD drive. I'm probably the only one who uses CD drive because I do burning and stuff like that. Whatever. But and you're telling me they took all that crap off and you're going to charge you the same price for a CPU you can get more out of a Windows computer for? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Right. It's the price. And the other thing that gets me too, and here's the thing I hate the most. People don't realize, and people are so engulfed with the way Apple does, like Apple is this, Apple this, their new age technology. At one point they were. I'll give them the benefit. At one point they were like the new innovation of this. I give them the credit for that. But now it's not like that anymore. Right now they're just about money and trying to throttle everything. That laptop, I cannot do it. I'll give you a perfect example. So back in the day when I used to edit on my Apple, right? I have Final Cut. For those who don't know, Final Cut costs between
$500, $800. I had an actual store bought, not turned it, a full store. I have it actually still over there, a store bought copy of Final Cut, right? So at the time, I was running Snow Leopard. Snow Leopard, I think, was the new one. Then they went to Yosemite, whatever. I think it was Yosemite was the next one they went to. When I updated to the new operating system, I could not use Final Cut, and I had to buy a new one. $500 software. You figure my laptop now, I can still use Adobe 5 on my laptop right now. And this is a new laptop. I can use on this one and my other one. They're both running Windows 10. So you tell me you can't make some way to, like, you know what I'm saying? And now my computer's running slow all of a sudden. I have no viruses. I don't have that much information on now running slow. Like, they do it on, man, listen. Exactly. Android's the same way. It's the same way. Now, I will say this. I get it for, like, older people or people who want simplicity. I get the iPhone and everything as far as it's simple. This is done. I get it. But, like, just no. Yeah. Yeah, and they do that for all their stuff. So it forces you to have to buy the new one. I give you a perfect example. My parents been Apple users. They use the my dad has the iPhone, I think 5, the 6, and they had almost all of them. And now they're now suddenly throttling his tablets too. All he does is play music. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't download games. He don't download ads. All he does is play music. He downloads straight from iTunes Store. And now it's slowing down because they want to throttle it due to an update. And some of the updates, you can't do nothing unless you do it. And I'm like, there's no reason. I mean, Windows 10 have their update issues too. I'm not gonna be just bash. Windows 10 have their updates too. They have their issues too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, the difference here, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference when it comes to doing it. It's almost disgusting, actually. It's honestly disgusting when it comes to doing it. But so and then the other thing you have to worry about for me who plays Steam games. I mean, I play all consoles and stuff. I have almost like every console that's been made at this point. The only thing I don't have is the PS5 and the new stuff. But like if you're trying to play Steam games and stuff and you're using an Apple, your selection is going to be very, very limited. Just saying. Very limited. But, I mean, what are you going to do? And what makes it worse is everyone wants to follow suit because everyone wants to make money. Like, at first, and I'll give you an example. Android had this issue for a second. My Android phone actually still has, as you can see, the legendary headphone jack on it. Okay, Apple took away their headphone jack, so do you have to buy a piece? Show us your Dreamcast? Don't play with me. Hold on. Hold on. It's a little dusty. There's my Dreamcast for those who were just joking about like I didn't have one. I have a Dreamcast and it still works. And it doesn't actually have the yellow on it. You know how Dreamcast gets the yellow on it? It's still white. It's dusty, but it's still white. Yes, I still have a Dreamcast. Thank you very much. Show us your Dreamcast. Y'all, you think I'm playing? Don't play with me. I've been collecting since and look. So I have the controller too. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play me. And this is one of the things I'm trying to do more. You thought I was playing. You know the Jank doesn't play. They call me the Jank for a reason. Anyway. But that's the issue with tech stuff nowadays. Like I still got my Game Boy. Like this will be a whole. I'm not going to try to drag this out too long. Cause I'll go in a conversation about gaming systems. I played almost all of them. Man. Like, don't play with me.
I still got a Nomad. If y'all know what a Nomad is, it's not. I gotta get it from somewhere else, but I have a Nomad still.
Man. Man.
But when I hit that point though, I will do a stream. It'll be a lot longer than this. Actually, this is longer than I thought it was.
But I'll definitely do a stream going over like everything as far as what I like and stuff.
Q&A. We'll try to make it a huge Q&A thing. We'll definitely do a thing. And when you get to that point, y'all can ask me just about anything you want at that point. Within reason.
Because I know some people like to push the envelope, and I can only talk about so much stuff on YouTube. That's all I got to say about that. YouTube is not
YouTube doesn't like certain things. That's all I got to say. Good and bad memories. Good and bad memories. I'll say one of each. I have a lot of stories. For those who don't know, I have a lot of stories. A console showcase stream, man. A console showcase stream will be nuts.
Cause that means I have to. Cause some of my stuff are in different places,
so I have to go out and hunt everything down. But I know the only reason why I knew where my Dreamcast was. Fun fact: I was just playing it the other day. I was actually playing Power Stone 2 to be exact. That's the only reason why I knew my Dreamcast is.
But there are other things I'm still like
looking for that's around his house.
So it's like, I'm actually looking. I'm like, where's my GameCube right now? Which I think it's underneath my bed. Actually, it's actually underneath my bed. Like my Wii's right there. I know that. And my PS3 are right there.
But I'll give you one good story
and one bad story.
Well, I'll give you a bad story that's kind of hilarious. I'll give you. How's that sound? And then
I guess we'll wrap this.
Because I'm actually supposed to be helping somebody with something too. Because this is going longer than I expected. But I'm glad y'all like enjoying when I talk though. I guess that's kind of cool. So I just dropped something.
Okay.
So as far as yeah, I'm a huge fan of the OG games. What's up, Ann Lazaro? I still butcher his name no matter what. What's up?
What was I about to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
I just had the biggest brain fart right now. The biggest brain fart. Like I was like, I'm going to do this. And it's like instantaneously. The story. So this bad story I'll start with first because this one's kind of funny. This is kind of funny. So years ago I used to go to daycare. And we were getting ready, I think, to go swimming or something like. We have like a swimming trip we do every year. And the new computer. I'll show you the computer first real quick and then I'll get into that. This is the new one. The Zeus ROG with dual screens. I don't know if you can see it, but the dual screen setup. I just turned it off because I left it off for a second. I just turned it off because I'm charging the computer and stuff. That's why I just unboxed.
It was on like not too long ago. I didn't show too much because I still had to do a system restore on it. Because what I like to do is I like to save all the settings before I do updates or anything. That way, when something hits the fan, it's back to true factory settings.
How much did it cost?
Whew. Don't.
You see how big my eyes grew? I know there's a 10 here, but man, it's about 20, like about close to 2,500, so 2,500. Not including for the 4 year. So it's about, total be like 27, 28. That's including the 4 year accidental. So if this thing breaks in half, they'll cover it. It's pretty expensive. But it's definitely a hole. It's definitely a hole in my pocket. Let's just say that. It's been a long time coming though. It was hard to find one too. It ain't cheap. It's just. But the bad story though. So we were swimming. We were supposed to go swimming, and I was getting dressed. One of my friends come by and call me. I'll see you in the arena on Saturday too. And oh yeah, if anybody wants to stop by on Saturday, want to do my streams, definitely stop by. Even though we play Smash Brothers, there is a lot of anime and story time talk during those streams. So definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. But we were getting dressed and everything. I got called to do something. One of the chaperones or whoever was like, "Oh, they want you for something." Lo and behold, I was still getting dressed. I had no clothes on. I just ran out. Not thinking I was a kid. Just ran out. I think I was like maybe 10 years old when this happened. I ran out. And I was like, Miss such and such, did you call me? And the girl goes, man, he running around butterball naked. I was literally naked from head to toe. Just head to toe. Straight from head to toe. It is by far was one of my most embarrassing moments ever. It was hilarious. Now I go back and look at it, it's hilarious. But I was straight naked. It was the most funniest thing to me. But that's a short one for me. That's a short bad story for you. I have a bunch of other crazy ones I can talk about. There's a bunch of other crazy ones, but I'll save those other ones for another day. But now for the positive story. Yeah, it was funny. It's funny. Oh, that sucks. I get it. Now, for the fun story, the hype story. Did I ever tell you? And some of y'all already heard this story. Cause I'm saving my other stories for other ones. That's why I tend to repeat myself sometimes. Have any of y'all heard my Evo story? The story of Evo. Did y'all ever hear this story? Let me know if you want to hear about the Evo story. Has anybody heard of my Evo story? This is still my badge from Evo 2014. Let me know if y'all want to hear about this one. Some of y'all already heard this story before. But y'all gonna get the full Evo story experience from me. About me and my run in Evo years ago. And the good stuff that happened then. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I had to pop out my bone real quick. My bone was feeling all types of mess. But it's a good story. I've heard it on one of the Jank videos. You're a part of the story. I've told the story in different pieces. But I never talked about my full Evo, like the full. I've already broken the story in like multiple pieces. But I guess I'll say it again. Some of my other stories I'm trying to save for another thing. I have a lot of them. Okay. So those who don't know, 2014, I went to Evo. Now, originally, me and a friend was supposed to go, and he couldn't go, unfortunately. Now, I was waiting on him, and I told myself when I was going to go, I was like, man, this is my last year playing games, and at the time, Injustice, hold on. At the time, Injustice was my last game, I think. Yes.
Did you ever talk to your brother?
No, he never answered.
I got those swipes. You want them?
I'll give him.
I mean, you don't have.
I want you. I'll use them. Trust me, I'll use
That's
them.
why I got
I'll use them. But anyway, so Injustice at the time, I was all the games I wanted to compete in, kind of disappeared, more or less. And because I was playing for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I was competing for Injustice. I was competing for. I originally went to compete for Brawl, and I misread the invitation, and it said Melee, and I entered for Melee, but that's a whole nother thing. And I was like, this is the last year they're gonna be doing Injustice, and this is the one game I'm really, really good at. So And we're talking about Injustice 1 specifically, guys. Injustice 1. Because Injustice 2 wasn't even announced yet. Yeah, 1 and 2 were amazing. And I still play them off and on to this day. I might do a stream of it one day. Me playing it. But, so I entered, I flew out, whatever. And I've seen the streams online. I've seen Evil Moment number 37. I've seen all that stuff. Justin Wong, all this stuff. But being there in person is a whole different animal. I remember checking in to the hotel, and this is actually kind of funny because this was in Vegas. There was an Elvis Presley convention going on. So in the lobby, there was a bunch of people that looked like Elvis. And this was like the funniest thing, standing like a bunch of Elvises, all checking with the gelled hair and everything. But also in between this, I don't know if anyone knows, for the FGC guys heads out there, there is a whole thing between North Cal and South Cal. North California and South Cal. There's a huge rivalry between the two. In the lobby, they're chanting, North Cal, South Cal, North Cal, South Cal. I'm like, yo. And they're talking about how they're going to beat each other in the tournament and all this stuff. My mains for was the Flash was my main. Flash and Grundy were my two mains. My Evil run, I only just ran Flash, and that's all. That's it. I didn't run Grundy at all. But anyway. So, and I was like, man, I'm really here. And then in the lobby, I ran to Justin Wong, which was cool. I talked to him for about 5 minutes. Really cool, down to earth guy. I have a picture of him. I'll definitely have to show in one of my streams one day. A picture with me and Justin Wong. That was a really, really cool guy. Okay. So at that point, hanging out. The first day, it wasn't really no competing. It was just people talking and stuff. So I got to see people. I got to meet a lot of people. I met Merlin Pie. Bunch of different people. Now, the day before, I was up all night practicing. I had two issues. I realized they were playing on Xbox. I was only used to a PS3 controller, so I ended up buying an Xbox controller. It was a green one. Actually, I have to this day. This is actually the very same controller, the Xbox controller I used during Evo. This was the controller I used during my Evo run. Funny thing, I bought this at the last minute at a GameStop because I never liked the D-pads. Because for those who don't know, I'm a pad player. This is the D-pad felt kind of good. It was kind of off, but it helped. But anyway, I woke up late the next day. I stayed up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. You had to go in for your entries at 6 o'clock in the morning, and with jet lag and everything, I was dead tired. I'm running half dressed and everything. I was supposed to report for Melee. I'm sprinting across the room. And it says, and at the time, my username was GSM Allspark. You might see some videos that I'm tagged in the playlist that says GSM Allspark. That was my original tag back in the day. GSM meaning game, set, match. Allspark being Transformers. I'm a huge Transformers fan, for those who don't know. Love Transformers. Been watching since G1. Love it. Anyway, I'm running across. They're saying, GSM Allspark, if you don't report to here in the next 10 minutes, you will have a game loss. I'm sprinting. I trip. My shoes are untied because I got half dressed. I trip. I fall flat on my face. And I'm not talking about I fell and I kind of played it all. I fell flat on my face. My glasses goes flying across the room. And everything. And mind you, I can't see worth crap without my glasses. I can't see worth crap. So, what ended up happening was I'm panicking because I can't find my glasses. I cannot find my glasses. It looked like Velma. It's like, Jinkies, I can't find my glasses. And this guy comes up to me. Are you okay, sir? Pulls me up. Mind you, I cannot see who this person is. He picks me up from the ground and everything. And I'm looking for my glasses. And I can't find my glasses. I'll help you out. I'll see you later. And I put my glass. He gives me my glass. I'm like, man, sir, thank you so much. And then I've met a lot of interesting people over my years that and I usually don't get starstruck. This was like the one time I've ever been starstruck in this scenario. So I wake up. Not wake up. I come up. Lo and behold, it's Ed Boon. Yes, Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, Injustice, NetherRealm games, all this stuff, Midway, and all this stuff back in the day. Ed flipping Boon. I have a picture. Like I said, I'll show a picture on probably when we get to that number. I'll show you a picture. I'm going to retell the story again probably. I'm shocked. I am freaking shocked. I was like, you're Ed Boon. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, I know. And me acting like the dirt guy, and mind you, they're still chanting my name for me to come. Ed Boon. For those who don't know who Ed Boon is the creator of Mortal Kombat. One of the creators of Mortal Kombat, for those who don't know. That's who Ed Boon is. The creator of Mortal Kombat. Injustice, Mortal Kombat, all those games you love that we're just talking about, that's him. Fun facts. Anyway. So I freak out. They're calling my name. I'm like, Ed Boon, I would love to talk to you. I was like, you've been making some of my most favorite games I grew up. You made this, and that. But I can't talk to you long. And this sucks that I can't talk to him long because I'm trying not to get disqualified from this tournament. Because going to EVO is not cheap. Yes, he's also the person that says get over it. The very same person. Get over here. But anyway. I was like, but can you do me one favor? Because if I tell my friends that I met you, they will not believe me from back home. We have to take a picture. So me and him take a picture. He gives me a pass to reveal. I think he was trying to show off one of his DLC skins or whatever for the game. He's like, yeah, I'm having a booth thing later. You're welcome to come by. This and this. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for your support. And he just disappeared, basically. And I had to run. I was sprinting. I ran off. So I go to play Melee. When I go to play Melee, I got wrecked. I lost to a person, whatever, and I lost the second round, whatever. That I'll just make the Melee one quick because I got wrecked bad in Melee. I was not ready for Melee. Okay, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I won one round, and in game 3, I lost. So I'm out of Marvel. So I'm out of Smash Brothers. I'm out of Marvel 3. Okay. Now, Injustice. I only had one goal. When I was there. I just want to win one set. After all these years of me playing, training, going against people in my locals and different tournaments I've been through, I wanted to prove myself as a person. Like, maybe all this talk about me being good actually would mean something. You get what I'm saying? So, I play my first round. I 2-0'd the person. And I was like, I won. And he was playing as Deathstroke. Funny you mentioned him. And for those who don't know, the tier list at the time was Deathstroke, Batgirl, and Superman. And there's one more person in between I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, and Doomsday. That was like the tier list. So imagine me, a Flash player, what people consider is the lowest tier character in the game at the time, which I still think is a really busted character in my opinion, but whatever. At the time, destroying people. Next round, I had to fight Superman. Won. And I was like, I'm actually doing good. And mind you, I was one of 2 Flash players in the entire tournament, if I remember correctly. So that meant a lot to me. So, and I'm winning round after round. I'm doing good. I'm on a run. I'm like, oh man, this is actually sick. I'm actually doing good. So, and every single time I'm hearing voices, people are talking. Yo, y'all seen this crazy Flash player? I just lost to him. Da-da-da. And I'm like, I was like, y'all, it's like, and I hear people like, y'all, can I play you instead? I was playing people. I was like a little mini celebrity for like 2 seconds. I'm like, this is cool. Then, the real thing happens. I get to I think my 4th round. I think it was 3rd or 4th round. And lo and behold is, it was Juniper. At the time, I didn't know who it was. I've heard the name before, but I'd never seen him in person. So we were playing our set. He's right there. and there's a crowd of people behind me. This is not even main stage. This is just side thing. Crowd of people behind me. And I'm looking, I'm like, I'm like, yo, what's going on? I was completely confused. I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, why is everyone behind me?
A, B, and C, right?
And then I was like, you don't know who I am? I'm such and such. And then once he said the name, my ears went up. My hair stood tall. And I was like, you're him. I was like, and my other goal was to fight a top ranked player. So I got 2 of my things I wanted to do at Evo is happening right now. Win my first match, which I done. So at this point, I didn't care if I lost. I just wanted to play a top player just to show what I had. So we get here. Round 1, we play. I win. It was close, but I win. And the crowd goes behind me, go, oh! And then the crowd goes freaking nuts behind me. Game 2, he beats me. And after that, I think if I remember correctly, he switched characters or something. He switched to Martian Manhunter, which I did not know the matchup with Martian Manhunter. He destroyed me the final game. He freaking destroyed me. Destroyed me. And I wasn't even mad, but it was close. But it was close, but the gap kept getting wider and wider. And I was just like, and he told me at the end of the day, he's like, man, you're not too bad. I was like, yeah. I was like, I just wanted to prove a point that I can actually hold my own. And just seeing that whole bit go down meant a lot to me. I was like, man, I came here. I at least won the first match like I wanted. I'm not the best player in the world, but at least prove something to myself. Like, I actually have a little bit of something. Does that make sense? Like, it just have a little bit. Like, I went to Evo on the biggest, like, the Super Bowl fighting games. I went there, and I actually did something good. Like, it meant a lot to me. I actually shed a little, something tear right there when I did that. But, and then on top of that, I did a bunch of side tournaments. I did one for Towerfall. I won that. I did a side tournament for, what's the game called? It was called Nidhogg. At the time the game wasn't out. Oh, it was Evo 2014, and my name was GSM Allspark at the time. GSM Allspark. So GSM and then space Allspark. That was my name back in the day before I changed it later on or whatever. But then I went to play a side tournament of Killer Instinct. It wasn't the main tournament for Killer Instinct. It was a side tournament. Oh, you know what Nidhogg is. You know what it is. Yeah, people know what that game is. They know what's up. They know what's up. You know what's up. But I played Killer Instinct, a side tournament. And this was one of my other shining moments. And mind you, I do not own an Xbox 360 or Xbox One. And this is before I had the gaming computer. So before then, I never played Killer Instinct for the Xbox. But I have played all the original Killer Instinct since I was in the arcade, 2, Gold, all that. So I had an understanding of how the game worked. And I won a whole side tournament for Killer Instinct. And to this day, I won't show it today because it's under some stuff. I have a Quamba controller I won from that tournament. I have Nidhogg 1 and 2. But I have a Quamba controller I won from Mortal Kombat. That's still my prized possession to this day. And to top it off, why is that controller so special to me? I don't really play with Fight Sticks. That controller is signed by one of my heroes in fighting games. It is signed by Daigo Imura himself, which I got to play around in Street Fighter in, which was kind of cool. But that's my little tidbit from Evo. But I got to meet him. I got to meet Maximilian. I got to meet a lot of crazy people. And when we get farther in, when we make it to 1,000 guys, I'll show the pictures. I'll show the fight stick. I'll show all that. I don't mind showing that. Just remind me, because I might forget now, but remind me. Yeah, it's signed by up there. I have a picture and everything when he signed it. It was by far, and the crazy thing about Daigo don't really speak that much English. I don't know if his English improved since then. So it was kind of interesting trying to get him to sign it and everything. It was kind of neat. It was kind of nice. So it was by far, and at that point in time, after I went to Evo, I stopped competing for like years afterwards, and then I re-compete again. I don't compete on the same level as I do. I mostly just go to Smash Brothers and MK11 tournaments now, but I don't go anymore because of COVID and all that stuff. But that's my short Evo story for y'all. That's the short version of the Evo story. It's kind of sick. But I knew we dragged this a little too long today. I wasn't supposed to drag this on because I was actually supposed to be doing something. I said I was just going to do the unboxing, and that was it. But thank you all for your support. I want to wrap this up. I will see you Saturday when if y'all decide to jump on for the Jank versus the World, of course. And I will talk to, and there will be another Rousey Ether video going up to him. But I'll see you soon. Y'all have a great one. And thank you for all your support. We'll talk soon, guys. We'll definitely talk soon. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I meant to mention this. Circle Guy Week is starting next week, just so you know. This week coming up. So I catch you. But y'all stay awesome. Y'all stay janky. And thank you for all your support. And hopefully this will help me with a lot of my new video editing and stuff. And everything. The way I want it to do. And it definitely should improve my render times. Because my render times when I do my video editing, man. But I'll see you soon. And peace, everyone.